Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Non-League to Legend, it's the City of Liverpool, and here we are with episode 9 of Non-League to Legend. We're nearly up to double digits already. We've only been playing the save for a very short space of time. Today we have a interesting game in the FA Vase 4th round where we've got Woodbridge, who obviously we're going away to there at the Knockcuts Park in the FA Vase 4th round. Now you might be wondering, Damien, why the FA Vase? Why not the league? Mainly with us being out of the FA Cup and we still in the FA Vase, it could be the chance for us to go on a bit of a cup run. The second thing is, if you make the final of the FA Vase, you do get two things. Firstly, you get a final on BT Sports. Usually it's on BT Sports. But you do get a final with television revenue in the game. And secondly, you get to play at Wembley. Now, I don't know if the game ever fills out at Wembley. I've never made the FA Vase final in the last time I played with the City of Liverpool. Never really focused on the competition. It was always about getting promoted. If we could get the revenue for making it to Wembley in the final, we may as well go for it because the revenue would be huge. And then also there is the possibility of actually winning the FA Vase. In saying that, though, today's game's a little bit interesting because Woodbridge are in the exact same league as us, but on the eastern side, and they're currently sitting in 4th. So a team having a decent year by our standards. We have seen that, you know, in previous episodes when we come up against sides of roughly our quality, we don't have it all our own way. Since we last met, which was the Abbey 3-0 demolishment, we got demolished by Abbey Hay after we drew 1-1 the Whitechurch. We did come back and beat Ashton Athletic 2-1 in a very tight game that we did deserve to win. It then seemed to free us up, and we then beat Bootle, who is our, close rivals. We play at the same ground. We did win 4-1. We drew 1-1 against Charlnick Richard, who at one stage in the league I won 4 from 4, 5 from 5. And then Elam, who are bottom of the table, we did win a thriller 3-5 not too long ago that I played just before I turned on the stream on the YouTube episode. We aren't streaming tonight. We came home from coaching a bit late. It was about 9:40, 9:50 by the time we came home. Didn't want to turn the stream on that late, and it only streamed for about an hour or so. So instead of that, YouTube episode of the City of Liverpool Non-League to Legend. The grind doesn't stop, ladies and gentlemen, when we do love putting out the grind. The team itself, we are going to go quite full strength for this one here, mainly because, look, if we can go and get through a very tough tie here, we hopefully might be able to get an easy round in round 5 and then look towards maybe building towards that final. I wouldn't mind us going on a run. There is a little bit of team news, though. We have lost Reece Kelly to an injury. He did a calf strain, so he's been out for the past few weeks. We've been playing Jamie out wide because he does have a little bit of pace. 10 pace is pretty quick for the league, and he can play out there naturally as a winger a bit higher up, but, back on line, it's not the worst. We could be playing someone else out there. Like, you could move Denson up a line and play Thorpe, or you could go and play Carl Noon in here and play Lewis Troke, who I'm very interested in doing as well. Jamie, for now, is going to stay in there, but I am tempted to put Noon back and get Lewis Troke some game time as well. But we'll see how we build up into that one there. Anyway, Woodbridge coming up. City of Liverpool, come on you perps. Can we go and get a win in the FA Vase, or will our cut run be cut short? We're going to get into this one here. We know that we aren't going to go and set up any pressing triggers like we normally do at the with Sunderland in the Bright Light series, but we are going to get into this one here. We are underway here. They're going to be in the white and the black. We are going to be in the purple. I don't know what to really expect against a team in the same competition, but in the other side of the of England, so to say. So obviously them being in the East, it's not a side that I think will come up across too much unless they do get into the Vanarama National someday at the same time as us. But we'll see how Woodbridge go and develop into a side. They're definitely in with a chance of getting promoted this year too from the East Counties League, as well as their table's a lot closer than what ours are at the moment. Anyway, Jamie, great ball out to McDonald, but doesn't find him in the end. Ling took it nicely, and Winters now for Woodbridge. Get it under control. Sorry, it doesn't. Ling's made a mistake, and Jamie McDonald should have scored to make it 1-0. Good save by the keeper. But 3 minutes in, promising start for the City of Liverpool. And that's what we want, boys. We want to go here. We want to go do the job. And we want to go and win this game because it would be nice to go on a cup run in our first season. Lee Hendry with the ball. Rabona cross. Oh, the 41-year-old English international, former English international, is pulling out all stops. And his ball back stick is not bad, but only as far as Kerr. As it was it was floated in nicely, but didn't find ahead of anybody. Braxton's ball out there, though, does find Jamie. Jamie Hinchcliffe with the ball into Mills. Mills now looks for Carl Noon, turns. We know he likes one from distance. Jamie McDonald doesn't mind one from distance either, but his shot goes wide. And still 0-0 after 7 minutes, but the first couple of key moments have gone our way. And if we can stay on the same sort of track, you would back us to get a goal in at some point. 20 minutes played as St. Hamilton. I think it's St. Louis Hamilton anyway. Finds it long and Welch goes long, but Kerr does win. Kerr's come in only because I wasn't happy with the performance of Pilner. He started to not decline, but in terms of how well he was playing, his star rating went down. So he's trying to get Kerr match fit, and we'll see who of the two are playing better to see who goes in. Anyway, I don't know what I've witnessed, but I am glad it is on a live game because I don't know if I could have been able to explain that goal on a stream or anything. Denton's given it to Henderson. He's chipped it in there. It gets headed away, so he gets chipped in there again anyway. Off the second ball header, and Johnson's trying to head it back to Ben, who's standing over here, and Johnson heads it past Ben. I don't know how you describe that. But we are 1-0 down to a fluke goal, and it is a corner out of Woodbridge as well. I should be a bit more angry at that. I'm quite tired. It's been a long day. So I'm just probably a little bit more relaxed than I normally am when it comes to a goal of that magnitude. You know, it was a very weird own goal. Bit of match fixing in level 10, is there? Is there such thing? I don't think there is, but you never know. Maybe Johnson has his own thing with Woodbridge. I don't know. It was a weird own goal. Anyway, Hendry's on the ball, finds Carl Noon. Great ball out there to Jay Hunter, who's also been starting of late. Hunter's ball gets down to the byline. Carl Noon's there. And an emphatic sliding finish at the front post. Carl Noon makes it 1-1. And just like that, Johnson's blushes are spared after his calamitous own goal. And we are drawing 1-1 here against Woodbridge. It's a good ball in there from Hunter. He whips this one in. We weren't happy with Clayton's final product, but if Hunter keeps this up and he has a bit of potential, I'm happy to play the youngster over, Clayton, who's obviously a very good player for us and's got great athleticism, but Hunter's also got great athleticism and has got some potential that he could grow into. At 1-1, though, we've had the better of the half, and barring a Johnson brain fart, we would be 1-0 up here in the halftime in the FA Vase. There's still enough time for us to turn it around. I'm not going to tell them I'm happy with the performance. I'm going to tell them far from pleased because no one's really shown themselves except for the move which we scored with, which Carl Noon put into the back of the net wonderfully well, and the cross from Hunter. Apart from that, we haven't been great. So hopefully we can start the second half a little faster as the ball gets fired into Hunter. He finds Lee Hendry. What a ball that is. Never mind, it's gone a bit long, but Carl Noon picks it up and he hits it. We did see him score a special goal on stream not too long ago. Unfortunately, finds the side netting. Another highlight, though, coming thick and fast yet again. Long ball there. Lying wins it, but only as far as Lee Hendry. Carl Noon. McDonald's goal side if he can feed him in. Instead, Noon decides to hit it. Well, that's not his best work, is it, from distance at all? And that is still going to be 1-1, though. Look, in terms of possession, for us, 48% possession is not bad as we don't play a big possession brand of football just yet. That time will come, hopefully, later in the save with better technical players. We haven't allowed him a shot on target, and here we are drawing out currently with Woodbridge thanks to that own goal. We are going to get Lewis Troke out there. What I might do is I might switch Jamie McDonald and Lewis Troke around because Troke really does love playing off that final man. With also that in mind, I also might get Dan Clayton in for Hunter. Hunter, apart from the assist, has had a quiet day, so to say. He's not been at his best. Anyway, the changes have been made, and Hunter finds Lewis Troke, and with his first touch has found his way in, and Lewis Troke off the bench, he's only been on the field for not even a minute, has got himself has got himself the goal to put us ahead in the FA Vase 4th round. Ledger's ball goes long. It was headed down by one of their centre-backs. Noon won it there. Hendry's first time ball. Lewis Troke, first touch to set him on goal. His second touch is the shot at goal. And right off the bench, Lewis Troke makes it 2-1. Mills now with the ball again, finds Johnson, 71 minutes played. Could we find ourselves a third? That looks like Sunderland of old, zipping the ball around at the back and playing out. Lee Hendry into Mills. If no one's seen the bright light save in Sunderland, do recommend. 78 episodes of pure goodness, and we do play a very heavy possession-based football. As Noon out on this right-hand side puts the ball in backstage, Jamie McDonald's there! And we are 3-1, and maybe until Kelly comes back from injury, we might see Noon going out onto the right if he's going to produce balls of that quality. And Jamie McDonald eats the opportunity alive, and it is 3-1 now. And now we're cruising towards the 5th round. Cole Noon with a great ball, set McDonald in at goal on the half volley. Well, thank you very much. 3-1 up, and hopefully that will be us over. Instead, it's Bennett from the free kick, but he puts it over. They still haven't put a shot on target yet, which makes me think that we are going to get home here, but you never know. Anyway, McDonald's picked up a bruised knee. I don't want it to turn into anything serious. So what we are going to do is we are going to get Pilner on as a fifth defender, as a third centre back, and we will just move Troke up front by himself. We're still going to stay on the same system because Troke can definitely threaten in behind with his pace, and hopefully it will turn to something for us off the break. Anyway, Heather there with the header. And it is going to be 3-2 just like that. And Kay Heather has given Woodbridge a way back into this game. That's the first chance they've had on target, I do believe, as well. It's definitely the first chance we've seen them put on target. And thanks to the own goal from Johnson as well, it's turned into a little bit of squeaky bum time. They've actually put 2 chances on target. Anyway, time is ticking away here. 90 minutes is what we're getting up to. So I am going to start going a little bit more defensive, I reckon. Just getting a little bit more less direct at a much lower tempo and wasting some time whenever possible, being a little bit more disciplined. In terms of us out of possession, I really don't mind. I really do like how deep we sit when we do go defensive anyway. Time's ticking away here, and it looks like, barring a very late goal, we will be able to celebrate a win here in the FA Vase 4th round. Been an entertaining game too. 3-2 is always entertaining. It could be 3-3 here. Bradford's offside, never mind. I thought he was in for half a second. But 3-2, 5 goals, a calamitous own goal by Johnson. I have to watch that one back. We will watch it back after we do the team talk. Because I just don't know how you describe a goal. I was in shock. Maybe that was the reason we didn't go off in our typical way. You know, anyone that's watched the stream, or I don't know if we've really gone off about a goal of, you know, weirdness in the City of Liverpool save just of yet, but where we really and truly go off. It was a weird goal. Anyway, I believe it should be the first goal we do see on the highlight screen. Anyway, as the ball gets headed in, just what is Johnson thinking? He could control it. He could just cushion headed it down to Ben. Instead, he decides to just knock it straight past him. Anyhow, we're going to go back to the live. We're going to go back to the review, and we are going to continue into the FA Vase 5th round draw. I'm hoping that we get a side that is of the same quality, so it's another interesting game, and we might see us bring a FA Vase 5th round doubleheader with a league game or something like that. Depends when that 5th round of the FA Vase does come about. We will see the draw for the 5th round of the FA Vase in just a second, so don't go anywhere, YouTube, and I'll see you in just a little tick. Welcome back, YouTube. FA Vase 5th round draw. 21 teams go into the hat. Will we get ourselves a big tie against one of the biggest sides in the draw? I'm not 100% sure. I don't know who any of these teams really are, obviously living in Adelaide, South Australia. There's only teams that I've seen, you know, through managing previously in the lower levels. You know, like Northwich, who I've seen #United would be a plum tie. That could have been an interesting save as well, #United. But you never know. Anyway, we get Stom Market, who I think are in the same division as what we just saw of the Eastern Counties League. They are indeed. Are they a new club as well, judging by that? They're currently in 3rd, so there you go. What is their club history like? They were founded in 1883, with just no league history has been imported. That would make a little bit more sense. I was about to say, that's not a new side, surely, with a name like that. Anyway, we do get Stowe Market Town. They've got some players of some decent quality. I tell you what, if that's your key play, you're doing all right at the level. 15 determination, always handy. But we do get drawn with that one there. We do get them on the 2nd of February, so in about a month's time. It's technically the transfer period. But anybody that knows lower league football, we definitely get a little bit less when it comes to that. What have we got an Eastern Counties Premier game here for? I don't know what that's about. Eastern Counties Premier. We don't play in it, but we do have Woodbridge there in February as well. I don't know what that's for. Anyway, we are going to continue forward. On the 2nd of February somewhere, we do have a game. Maybe we're looking at someone else's schedule. I'm not 100% sure why Woodbridge came back up then. Maybe that's what's going on. No, Woodbridge is still there. I'm confused. I don't know. Anyway, around that second game, we do have Squires Gate. Again, no, we don't. We're in the wrong month. We got Winsford. We got Hanley. There's not another Plum League game to go there, but we probably will show you a league doubleheader nonetheless anyway, because everybody wants to see how we are going in the league. We are still 10 points clear. With a game in hand. So hopefully by the next time we see you for next episode, which will be the FA Vase 5th round and a league game of some sort, it will be us hopefully extending or keeping this 10-point gap thus meaning we are probably going to get promoted in our first season of trying. Anyway, from Damien, from City of Liverpool, and from Non-League to Legend, that is episode 9 done. And for episode 10, I will see you in the not too distant future. As always, links in the description below. Come follow us on Twitch. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us City of Liverpool on Twitter as well. I don't have them linked in the description below. I probably won't have them linked in the description below because I've probably put my old links in and I would have forgot, because yours truly does that. But they are called at City of Liverpool on Twitter. Highly recommend you go check them out because you can see a lot of their live content, which is fabulous. But, you know, you can also go and follow me as well, and I'll be retweeting a lot of their stuff too. Thank you and enjoy. From Damien, from City of Liverpool, and from Non-League Legend. Goodbye for now.